Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Premier League team match, the 2023 side of the Nottingham Forest and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to Agborough here in Kidderminster. It's a third game of the Premier League 2 Division 2 season for the Wolves under-23s tonight as they host league newcomers Nottingham Forest. After the winning start here against Middlesbrough 11 days ago, much changed Wolves side were beaten 3-0 at Reading on Monday and have a chance to react quickly here against the side from the East Midlands.
Number 2, Jaden Richardson. Number 3, Bruce Wiley. Number 4, Ollie Hammond. Number 5, Ababa Fernandez.
Players just going through their final preparations here.
Number 7, Alex Gibson-Hammond.
In a few moments' time, we'll take a look at the team news for you. Of course, that League Cup meeting between the first teams earlier this week actually changed the two under-23 games that the respective sides played the day previously in Premier League 2. But plenty of those players restored to the under-23s tonight for this game.
Signing for Wolverhampton Wanderers is number 1, Andreas Sondergaard.
Wolves have made a number of changes, including the goalkeeper. Andreas Sondergaard getting a first appearance of the season tonight, the young Dane in place of Louis Molden. Luke Matheson, as you may have seen earlier today, has headed out on loan to Hamilton up in Scotland, so he's not going to be part of the group for the foreseeable future. Christian Marquez comes back in, Dexter Lembikisa drops out to the bench, as does Eric Bougarin. Luke Cundle comes back in, as does Chem Campbell, the latter two involved with the first team on Tuesday at the City Ground. They were on the bench. Well, for Nottingham Forest, 6 changes made by their head coach Andy Reid, their former player. Jaden Richardson, Baba Fernandez and Atif Konate all played for the first team against Wolves in that Carabao Cup tie on Tuesday, but they are back in the under-23s here tonight, hoping to try and cause an upset against this Wolves side. Forest started the season with a 5-2 defeat away at Villa. They then played on Monday and drew 0-0 at home against Southampton. Tonight's a game against Wolves. Wolves who were winners here by 2-1 against Middlesbrough. Austin Samuels, who scored twice in that game, but he's now gone out on loan as well, up to Aberdeen, so another move north of the border for him, hoping to get some valuable minutes under his belt with a first team setup. Both sides in their home colours tonight. Forest have turned the teams around here for this first half. Wolves are attacking away to our left-hand side, the south stand end of the ground. Carty, after this straight away. Chem Campbell with an early opportunity. Campbell! Pushed away by Wright. Good start by Wolves, who have themselves an early corner. Campbell will go over to take this one. The referee tonight, by the way, is Aaron Jackson. Campbell's corner just evades Nigel Lonwijk, the Dutch centre-half. Christian Marquez, by the way, back involved tonight as well. He didn't feature for either the under-23s on Monday at Reading or the first team at the City Ground on Tuesday. Wolves getting the job done, though, to advance to play Nuno Spurs in the next round. The nature of under-23 football, though, for James Collins, the Wolves manager, with players frequently moving up and down to help the first team when they're needed, to often supplement the bench, which isn't always full depending on injuries. Carty. They throw in here for Forest. Everyone was waiting to see how Forest were going to set up tonight. If you followed the squad numbers that were provided, they'd possibly be in a flat 4-4-2, though given their previous formations and the fact they'd named something like 2 right wingers, 3 right backs, it was quite hard to pick and choose where the players were going to play, but starting to get some idea of their setup here. Lonvik for the captain, Christian Marquez. Up for Carty. Big header against him came in from Sam Sanders. A left back playing at centre half is Lewis Richards, a man who normally plays on the left side of the back 3 for Wolves, but at left wing back here in the continued absence of Hugo Bueno. Campbell. Nicely helped on here for Cundall. Richards. Early centre, it evades Carty. Couldn't quite be turned in there by Birtwistle. And instead it's Forest who come with Kanate. There's a poor ball and that's back to Sondergaard. Forest promoted up to this level this season, having gained a Category 1 academy status. Andy Reid is the man in charge of them, replaced Chris Cohen, another former player, at the end of January. Throw to be taken here by Jaden Richardson, who was out on loan at Forest Green Rovers last year. Side that reached the playoffs in League 2 before eventually losing out. Marquez, Birtwistle in between the lines. Didn't quite find Scott, but Birtwistle thought he'd try his luck there, and why not? All sat up nicely for him. Wolves spending much of the early minutes here inside the Forest half. Restarting the game quickly. Holding on to it here. Here's Gibson Hammond. But a ball which comes to nothing for the Reds. And through to Sondergaard. He's essentially the number 3 goalkeeper with the first team these days, behind Jose Sarr and John Ruddy. Travels with the first team on numerous occasions as well. Don't often see him in the squad, but almost always there as backup. So certainly clocks up the miles. Wolves throw. Carty, just beyond Campbell. There was a bit of transfer news as well with the under-23s earlier today, announcing the signing of Joe Hodge from Manchester City. And he is currently injured, so won't be involved straight away. A number of players missing for one reason or another tonight, the likes of Michael Agbula, Lee Harkin, Owen Hesketh, Jack Hogner, Ollie Tipton, all missing from the squad. The places are limited anyway, only 5 subs named at under-23 level. Off the head of Will Swan. Estrada trying to nick it back. Cundle. Given away, Swan. Kanate doesn't quite reach though the feet of Gibson Hammond, and now Wolves can break here with Campbell, who'll run at anyone. Richards flying on the outside. Richards again. Campbell. Tough challenge coming in on him there from Hammond, the central midfielder. But whistle. Free kick to Wolves. They're making much of the early ground here at Agborough. Home of the under-23s. Remember, if you are a Wolves season ticket holder, you can come and get free entry down here for any of the home games. Campbell. Cundle. The other main bit of news this week for the under-23s is that they've had their Premier League Cup games confirmed. They'll be facing West Ham, Swansea and Plymouth in the group stage. Richards just losing his balance there. And that group stage is going to run from next month. The first game is, in fact, Wolves' next game, under 23 level anyway, at home against West Ham. That one on Friday the 3rd of September. Then a game away at Plymouth in the middle of the month. And then facing Swansea away in the second week of October. A competition that didn't run last year because of COVID-19. Of course, the Premier League International Cup, normally a tournament which runs throughout the season as well, but we wait and see how that will pan out this season, if it even does, because of the various travel restrictions. Not so easy for teams to move around the continent at the moment, unless it really is at elite level. Free kick will have to be retaken, and he's into Kanate. Richardson. Campbell. It was a wild swipe there in the end from Baba Fernandez. Richards there to intercept. Swan didn't quite know where the ball was. He does now though. But no threat to Sondergaard's goal. Has been involved with the first team on a number of occasions, Will Swan. High here looking for the Irishman Carty. Birtwistle taking them all on here. Still Birtwistle taken out, free kick, and the first yellow card of the game will follow as well. Not too many complaints about it either there from Sam Sanders. Confirmation of that yellow card. And a free kick for Wolves here in an inviting position. Can they make the most of it? Wolves might try and work it short here, we'll see. It's always going to be hard from there. Carty couldn't really do too much with it. They still might though, Wolves. Planning to go backwards first. Back here for Richards, who will strike it. Good save in the rebound. Oh, it had to go in, and eventually it does from Birtwistle. Wolves off and running. And just like in their opening home game here against Middlesbrough, they strike just about within quarter of an hour. The team will celebrate. Wolves had started well and they've got themselves the goal.
Goal scorer for Wolverhampton Wanderers, number 7, Harry Birtwistle.
Just wondered for a while whether the ball was going to go in or not because of that fantastic save from the goalkeeper Jordan Wright, but Birtwistle on hand to fire it home. Just the response after that disappointing defeat down at the Tedeschi Stadium on Monday evening. Forest will restart us. Forest now will have to change the game a little bit more. Hadn't really got forward on many occasions in the opening minutes. Only 17 years old, Harry Birtwistle. And eligible for the age group underneath in the 18s. Here he is again, and he's fouled. Free kick. His first goal at under 23 level, his breakthrough year really into this age group. He was a regular for the under 18s last season, scoring just once, got 3 assists as well, but making his mark for the 23s. Now what have Wolves got up their sleeve here? Marquez, Campbell both standing over this one. Is the captain going to take charge? Marquez, one of the key highlights here in the previous home game, as he blocked from point-blank range at this end of the ground. It will be Christian Marquez. The deflection takes it behind for a Wolves corner, much to his frustration. You always think something special is about to happen when a centre-half steps up to a free kick from that kind of range. Wolves pressing for a second. They lead through Birtwistle. Marquez! That was very nearly number 2. Deflected over for a corner on the other side. 2 chances for him. The Portugal Youth International. Campbell with this set play. Deep. Lonvik trying to make something of it. Back in again towards Scott. Wolves ball. They have Forest penned in here. Naya. That was a lovely touch there from Estrada. Behind Carty, Campbell with the acrobatics. Didn't quite make the contact he intended though. Canate trying to find a way out. He's done really well there for Forest. Fuster. Canate, he seems to have a free roll in this side. Popping up all over the place. Richardson looking for that, but Campbell there first. He's looking confident on the ball. They want to play, they want to entertain. They've done really well. Birtwistle, he's already shown what he's about. He has lightning pace down that side. But on this occasion stopped by Sanders, who will have to watch himself now, sitting on a yellow card. Almost halfway through this first half already. It's flown by. Wolves 1 up thanks to Harry Birtwistle. Dug out there towards Richards. It's a Wolves ball. Richards. Naya. Fernandez there for Nottingham Forest. Weekend for them, the first team playing Derby tomorrow in the Championship, the big clash in the East Midlands. Fuster doing really well there. 4 by Wiley. Lonvik there for Wolves. Missed out on the last home game here with a slight niggle he had. He's fitting okay here though. And Wolves more than comfortable in this opening quarter. Gets it back to Baba Fernandez. But we're still getting stuck in. Disappointing from Estrada. Canate. It was a heavy touch from him. And Nottingham Forest just seeing a bit more of the ball now in the last couple of minutes. Finally some sustained possession for them. Ollie Hammond. Trying to turn it forward there was Fuster looking for Swan, and now Campbell has a free run here. He's got the better of Richardson. Nice into Scott. Looking for Carty. Hadn't made the run. Forest don't really have the options, they do now. Papa Fernandez, well blocked there by Carty. Campbell. Richardson did well to get back in there. Richards with a strong foot in. Campbell, the two of them linking up well down that side. Naya. Lonvik. Campbell. Wolves again back in control. Burwhistle. Scott, the Northern Irishman. Richards trying to roll his man there. Lonvik. Going a long way, but couldn't find a teammate in Old Gold. Sundergaard calling for that one. Naya has to be careful. Sundergaard likewise. Between them, they've done just about enough there. And in the end, Campbell will be flagged offside. Sure whether Campbell was just trying to kill the game there for a second to let Wolves reset, because surely he knew he was coming back from an offside position. James Collins screaming over the instructions from that far side. Andy Reid in the opposite dugout. He was previously the academy technical coach. Had two spells with Forest though, from 2000 to 2005 and 2011 to 16. Oh, and Sundergaard there, spilling that one, but holding on. Kanate. Fuster blocked by Christian Marquez, then Estrada with a whack. Burwhistle will run. Condell. Campbell has got to be played in here surely. Chem Campbell gets it now. It's still Campbell. Opportunity gone maybe. Still Campbell's going. Carty! Great save. Well, everyone thought Chem Campbell would hit that one first time when it first came to him. He wanted to get it back on his right side, but in the end, Wolves managing to get themselves a corner from that situation, thanks to a brilliant save from Jordan Wright. The numberless Jordan Wright, it should be said. So Wolves corner again from the far side. Lifted in there, and a easy take for the goalkeeper. Apparently there was contact on him, but I don't think any of us saw that. There are plenty of fans here tonight, by the way, if you can hear the murmurings and the whispers. Just a few hundred or so situated in the stand beneath us here. All of the area on the far side that you're looking at right now, with all the empty seats with the KHFC on, are classed as red zone, so only operational people and the players and staff allowed there. Fuster, good save, Sondergaard. And Richards on hand to clear away any danger. A couple of nervy moments so far for the Wolves goalkeeper. Offside. That's an easy one, and a poor one from a Forest point of view to give away. Alex Gibson-Hammond caught there by the assistant, who was no more than a yard away. If you are just joining us, nearly half hour gone here at Kidderminster. Wolves winning by a 0-0, thanks to Harry Burtwhistle's first ever strike at this level. In just his second game. Already showing what he's all about. You get the feeling he's going to have a big season at this level, the 17-year-old. He does have heritage from Singapore. Hammond with a hoof. Naya, Frenchman there, conceding the throw. Campbell has it back. That's a harsh free kick there against Wolves. And Estrada in the referee's face straight away. Standing over it here for Forest is Atif Konate. Minutes just under to go in the first period here. Wolves with everyone defending. Konate's ball, there's plenty of pace and whip on it. So much so they get a corner at the end of the move. Very long there from Fuster. Wolves counters on. Can they get it wide here? They can. Condor Richards keeps on going. There's no one in the middle yet. He'll buy this time. Condor in towards Campbell. Carty. And the flag up for offside against Chem Campbell once again. So 13 minutes to go until half-time here at Agbra. The Wolves bench tonight, by the way. Jamie Partington, the sub-goalkeeper, Justin Hubner, Dexter Lembakisa, Owen Farmer, and the Spanish forward, Eric Bugarin. Richardson. Hammond. Oh, it's deflected. Sondergaard without any issues though. Richards, who's always in space on this left side. Not quite the measured ball that he hoped for to Campbell. Campbell now. Carty ahead of him. Birtwistle square. Campbell. Carty drives that one over, but the flag up against him for offside. The free kick taken from the wrong place. Free kick given away there by the goal scorer Birtwistle, who says it was shoulder to shoulder. Forest trying to get on with things already. 10 to go until half-time. Wolves leading and were dominant, though Forest have come back into it a little bit more in the last 10 minutes or so. Konate again trying to drop that one in there. Sondergaard with a big hand on it. And a big boot on it there from Estrada. The Austrian putting that one into touch. Swan. Larson nearby. Konate. Baba Fernandez lining one up. That one flying high over the top of the bar and indeed the stand as well. Not the centre-half's finest effort there. Forest have had a number of half opportunities though. One that Sondergaard spilled earlier in the half. They've won a corner or two along the way as well. Birtwistle trying to put Forest under pressure here. Scott, nice, back to Kundal. Marquez. Lonvik did well there. Made it look as though he was going in hard and dropped off and gave he and his side some time. Kundal takes a short one from Birtwistle. Richards. Wolves hunting a second. There is another game of interest this coming Tuesday, by the way, not technically the under-23s, but the under-21s, which will be a lot of this group, who are going to play Wigan in the first game in the EFL Trophy. And then going to Shrewsbury, down the M54, to play at Montgomery Waters Meadow at the start of October, and then the start of November they go up to Gresty Road to play Crewe. So plenty of cup competitions for the youngsters to get themselves stuck into this term. As I was saying earlier, with the Premier League Cup, with their games confirmed yesterday. Full details of that on the Wolves website, wolves.co.uk. Of course, you can go and watch the games as well in the EFL Trophy. That's a nice ball from Richards. Scott driving that one in for Carty. Couldn't quite get the touch that he needed. But he's been busy in the first half. There's a lot of threat for Wolves as well. Wolves trying to push Forest back, and they've won it back. Just too far ahead of Campbell. Again, a long list of scouts here tonight to watch this game, wondering whether they can possibly take a player ahead of the transfer window closing next week. And Wigan also have a representative here as well, because they won't know too much about the Wolves youngsters. They normally obviously focus on EFL clubs, but they need to know how Wolves set up and how they play ahead of that Papa John's Trophy tie next week. Swan, Konate, Birdwhistle. He's got pace, a low centre of gravity, and as we've seen so far, isn't afraid to run at people. Naya. Chem Campbell. Richards wants it. He has it now. Richards towards Carty. He was hoping there that Sanders would miss kick. Four minutes to go in the first half here in Worcestershire. Carty. Cundall. Campbell. Just pushed off it there by Richardson. Christian Marquez finds its way all the way through to Carty. Campbell, Wolves moving the ball quickly. Wanted a ball, didn't really have one. To the Wales Youth International's frustration. Estrada. Richards, who's still forward. Carty trying to find his range. Just couldn't keep that one down as the space opened up for him on the edge of the D. Marquez with a measured header. Campbell just keeping that one in. Estrada, Birtwistle. Richards. Oh, that's nice from Campbell. Giving two the slip. Just looking for that ball forward though to try and find a way through this Forest back line. Scott. Birtwistle. Condell. That's 60 seconds. Canate, another who has pace to burn. Swan trying to get behind Christian Marquez, which takes some doing. That's brilliant play. Man who's clearly on the verges of the first team, and you can see why. He may still be young, but knows what he's doing out there. We're about to enter 1 minute of additional time.
The fourth officials indicated a minimum of 1 minute added time. I say minimum of 1 minute added time.
Hasn't really been a stoppage in this first half. Still we get the token minute. Wolves have had to weather a couple of periods of Forest pressure, but in the main they've looked pretty comfortable here. They have won through Harry Birtwistle and have had a couple of opportunities to score more as well. Campbell, last attack for Wolves, which won't come to fruition. They do lead at the break though, and the fans who have come down here on this Friday night have enjoyed what they've seen so far. Wolves with just the one goal in this first half thanks to Harry Birtwistle. A bit of a goalmouth scramble in the end. Birtwistle able to convert from close range to give Wolves the lead. They've had chances after that as well. Haven't found a way through. Andreas Sondergaard has had to come up with a couple of smart saves, but overall Wolves have looked good. They're heading towards a second league win of the season. The half-time score here at Agborough: Wolves under-23s 1, Nottingham Forest under-23s 0.
second time. She said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. What else could I do? I said, oh, let's see what I can do. I took her to the supermarket. I don't know why, but I just started to work. So it started there. I said, pretend you couldn't move me. And she just laughed and said, are you so funny? I said, yeah. I can't see anyone else smiling. Are you sure? You wanna live like common people. You wanna see what common people see. Wanna sleep with common people. You wanna sleep with common people like me. But she didn't understand. She just smiled and had my hand. I went to the flat to could you ever get it down? There's no some facts and place of pretending to have my way to school. Still you never get it right. It's when you're laying in bed at night, watching roaches climb on the wall. If you called your dad, he could stop it. Oh yeah, you never live like common people. You never do whatever common people do. Never fail like common people. You never watch your lives start to feel. And dance and drink and screw. Because there's nothing else to do. Sing along with the common people. Sing along and it might just get you through. Laugh along with the common people. Walk along in prayer. Looking at you. And the stupid things that you do. Because you're thinking all I do. I can talk right in the common room. Why'd you never wanna really come to me? The take that makes back. Cause everybody hates a tourist. Especially when I think it's all such a life. Yeah, and it just doesn't match. Well, come on, live fast. We will never understand how it feels to live your life with no meaning or control. I would never have left to go. You are amazing, they exist. And we love so bright as you can ever do. Or return back to open shop. Could you ever get a job? I suppose I'm fast and the way so cool. Pretending I Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back onto the field for the Premier League 2 clash between Nottingham Forest and the Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Welcome back here to Agborough for the second half of this Premier League 2 Division 2 tie between Wolves and Nottingham Forest. Wolves 1-0 up at the break. Thanks to Harry Burtwistle's strike in the 15th minute, as you can see. And we are just about ready to get started in the second period. Looks like Forest have made a change at the break as well. We'll get that one confirmed for you in just a second. Wolves kicking off here though, attacking the 5-star Windows North stand in the second half. And they're going to do it here with a sprinting start. There's going to be a long ball forward. Straight away, Wolves in possession, but they have to go all the way back here through Jack Scott.
Midfield number 8, Billy plays on number 14, Jamie McDonald.
So going off for Forest here is Billy Fewster. Jamie McDonald coming on in his place. The Northern Irish central midfielder. Just one yellow card in the first half as well. That was shown to Sam Sanders of Forest, so he's got to be careful in the second period, the left-sided centre half. Wolves as they were in the first period, with Sondergaard in goal, Lonvijk, Marquez and Nye the back three, Scott, Estrada, Cundall and Richards across midfield, and Campbell and Burtwistle either side of Carty. A yellow card there for Luke Cundall. Looking for the Wolves midfielder. Campbell, who is a threat in the first period, wanting a free kick there, but nothing coming from referee Aaron Jackson. Kanate, he was popping up all over the place in the first half. Richardson, Kanate, Burtwistle flying in there. Good run. Wolves free kick. Carty caught, and another yellow card coming here. This one going to Baba Fernandez for his challenge. So a couple of yellow cards right at the start of this second period. Both Forest centre-halves on bookings now. Hammond. Sanders to Wiley. Naya doing well there to ease off Will Swan. Lovely between Estrada and Marquez, but in the end the Portuguese couldn't get there. Konate, who looks a talented player, going on, but easily pushed off it in the end. Maybe slightly winded as well. He'll be okay. Andreas Sondergaard with this goal kick for Wolves. Carty does really well. Burwhistle. Campbell. Scott. Too long for Carty. Richards coming in. Marquez. Lonvik cuts through that one. Falls nicely for Richards, but he's offside. Although the assistant getting a fair bit of flack from the fans who are here tonight for that decision. The assistant on this near side is Scott Taylor. Maybe an under-23 game, but the officials here are assessed as they would be for a first-team fixture. A former EFL referee in the crowd watching, making notes on all of the key points throughout the game. The officials that get at this kind of level normally do matches around National League level, or maybe the level below that in the North and South divisions. Pull there surely on Carty. It's been a fairly warm afternoon in Kidderminster, but the temperature dropping here now. Burwhistle tries the early one. Scott. Estrada. Still playing out of position really, but filling a gap for Wolves in that central midfield position. Sanders going in hard there, but no free kick given. Richardson. Lonvik let that one come across. So a good run here from Gibson Hammond. It might come through. Well, it nearly did for Larson, the Swede. Easily away by Marquez. Baba Fernandez. It's a really poor ball from him. Naya. The Wolves TV, your home for just about every under-23 game this season that we are allowed to bring you. Sadly couldn't bring you coverage of the Reading game on Monday night due to Premier League broadcasting rules. They wouldn't let us bring you the game at Reading because it clashed with the Monday night football between West Ham and Leicester. Here's Carty. Had to be well timed there from Sanders, and just about was. Wolves throw. Richards back to Rafanaya. Lonvik, former PSV man, to Scott. He'll play in a number of positions for Wolves, extremely versatile and looks very able wherever he's deployed. Campbell. He loses out. Wolves need a second goal. They need a cushion here. Campbell looking to try and create one, or maybe score himself. He had a chance in the first half. Oh, he's done really well there, Chem Campbell. Wriggling away from two, but couldn't pick out Carty. They can get the ball to Campbell and Burtwhistle in those wide positions. They're two players who are more than able and capable of creating at this level. Kanate, they've got to stop him, Wolves. Everything good that Forest are doing is mainly coming through him. He takes all the set plays as well. Richards to Campbell. Slight pull there on Gibson Hammond, which the referee didn't like, understandably. Forward or carry through. Gibson Hammond across, no one there in Forest red. Scott just left it behind himself in there in the end. Hammond, though, sending it straight to the Sondergaard. Richards. It's a mazy run, still Lewis Richards on his weaker side in the end. Couldn't keep it down as he hit the hoarding at the top of the stand. Looks like a change is upcoming here. Fourth official readying his board. Wolves one up here. There are a number of other games in the division tonight. Newcastle currently one up against Burnley. Newcastle looking like they're going to get 7 points from their first 3 games. Villa currently lot level 1-1 with Fulham. not too far away from here. And it's also 1-1 at West Brom as they take on Birmingham City. That one being played at the Hawthorns. Former Wolves player Jordan Graham is playing in for Birmingham, and he's missed a penalty in that game tonight. Scott gets the decision. Here comes the change for Forest. It's 15 coming on for them, so Reza Rama coming on for Alex Gibson-Hammond.
Alex Gibson-Hammond to place for number 15, Reza Rama.
Rama a centre-half, so I don't know if that changes things for Forest here. Whether they're maybe going to drop to a back three or not, we shall see. Rama from Albania. Wearing 15 on his back. Campbell, spilled by Wright. Fernandez has to hoof that one clear, the former Vitória Setúbal man. Kundal. Gentle breeze rolling across the pitch right now. Campbell. Richards. Past Carty, but into the arms of Wright. Just needed a touch there from the Wolves striker. Gone in the second half. No change to the scoreline. No real major chances. High in. Sondergaard with a comfortable claim. Marquez fires it through. Carty dropping off. Estrada. Oh, and then a wayward ball. And there it was from Scott, but Wolves able to get bodies across to help out. Richardson. McDonnell. Gives it straight back to Wolves and Richards. Lonvik. Carty. Chem Campbell. Lonvik just needed a toe and got there. Burwhistle. Jack Scott. Didn't measure it right. Nice move for Wolves, but no quality at the end of it, sadly. Reminder that on the Wolves bench tonight, Justin Hubner, Jamie Pardington, the sub-goalkeeper, Dexter Lembikisa, Owen Farmer and Eric Bougarin. Hopefully we'll get a glimpse of a couple of them as this second half goes on. Bugarina, player that not too many of the Wolves fans will have seen before. And Forest here preparing another swap by the looks of things. Estrada. Oh, what a slip mentally and physically there by Scott. Sanders now playing at left back. He's actually a left back by trade, so not too much of an issue for him moving out there. Here's the switch.
Nottingham Forest substitution, leaving the field number 9, Will Swan.
Will Swan will come off here.
17, Lewis Salmon.
And Lewis Salmon will come on. He's a left winger. Comes on for their centre forward. So actually a third change for Nottingham Forest. Wolves yet to switch anything up in their side. 25 to go. Still Harry Birtwhistle's goal. The difference between these two scored back in the 15th minute, some 50 minutes ago. Salmon, his first involvement to win a corner. Again, everyone back here to defend for Wolves. Looking to hang on to this lead. Sondergaard looking to preserve a clean sheet. But that ball went out before it came back in. Went wide, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. Cuddle. Naya. Just beyond the reach there of Chem Campbell, who has gone down, and just wonder, is he overstretched there or is it cramp? Hopefully it's just cramp. The Forest player out there, the sub I think it is, Reza Rama, helping him out, which is good to see. Hopefully it's nothing more serious than that. While he's sorting himself out, he gets an energy gel as well. Well, plenty of activity on the Wolves bench as James Collins tries to get some instructions over here. Sean Parrish, the assistant, just behind him there with the glasses on. Just trying to work out how they can find a way through here. Marquez, of course, getting the instructions, not only the captain, but the central pin of that back three. So much of the play goes through him. But no changes in the offing at the moment for Wolves, who are happy with what they've got. There's a side that showed 4 changes from the side that played Reading on Monday. And Wolves' next game is on the 3rd of September, Friday the 3rd of September, a week today, and it's here against West Ham. So another home game as the Hammers travel up from East London. Salmon skipping inside, Naya trying to shackle him. Marquez not very far. Forest trying to crank up the pressure. Marquez in the end doing well to win a goal kick. Wolves still leading with 20 minutes to go. You just feel they need a fresh injection of something out there. Birtwhistle's been a lot quieter in this second half. Campbell hasn't had too many opportunities to trouble Forest. Carty really has had to feed off scraps. He had that one ball which was flashed across the face in front of him, couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. Challenged by Richards. What a tackle that is there from the Irish Youth International. Here come Wolves. Carty behind Campbell. Wolves have got another player down here with cramp. It's young Harry Birtwhistle this time, and there are some tired legs out there now. That is clear to see. A long week for many of these players. Sessions with the first team, which by all accounts have been intense in pre-season and in the campaign so far under Bruno Lage. Birtwhistle, of course, just 17 years old, as we keep saying. A high-intensity game for him to play in. Steve Davis, his normal coach, I'm sure, will be happy to see him get the chance at this level now, having played under him for the 18s last term. The Wolves are about to make a switch. Some subs waiting in the wings. Players not involved watching on from the stands as well. It looks like the race is run here for Harry Birtwhistle. He'll go off with a goal to his name. And it looks like it will be Birtwhistle going off here. And is it Bogarin coming on? I think it might be.
He replaced by number 16, Eric Bogarin.
Stadium announcer not quite convinced. Eric Bogarin comes on. He's from Vigo in Spain. Naya. Careless, caught in possession, and he's left a gap open in his absence. And a tactical foul there for Wolves to just stop that attack going any further. Time ticking on. Forest have been much better in this second half, but for their more dominance, more possession. Haven't really caused Andreas Sondergaard too many issues. Salmon. It's a corner to Nottingham Forest. They're looking for their first win of the season. They're trailing here against Wolves and they've already taken this corner. Kanate, Fernandez. He's trying to head that one back across. McDonald back. Hammond. Bugarin sliding in. So Forest corner once more. Stewart in the stand racing to get the ball back into play, but I think Wolves will be happy for there to be a bit of a delay here so they can get themselves set and get themselves in shape to defend. Kanate ready to whip. Whip he does. It's a good header away by Estrada. Scott away. Now the break's on here for Wolves. Kundal has to steady himself. Didn't really have too many options ahead of him. Estrada keeps it moving. Richards. Lonvik. Estrada. Campbell pushed off it there. Swart's got a toe back on it though. Carty getting stuck in. Connor Carty. Brings it back for Richards. Kundal. Estrada. Kundal. Down. No free kick. One will carry through and safely out of play for a Wolves goal kick. Just under minutes to go here at Agborough. Wolves looking to make it 2 wins out of 2 at home. I said they've got West Ham here next. Their next away game is actually up at Burnley on the 10th of September. So plenty of action throughout the international break and onto the other side as well for the under-23/21s, I guess, as it is technically in the Papa John's Trophy. You can field overage players at this level though. We saw Nelson Semedo play here in Wolves' first home game, and actually on Monday when Forest played Southampton in a 0-0 draw, they played Harry Arter, who's not in the mix at first team level at the moment under Chris Hughton. Wolves free kick. Much to Forest's disgust there. Kanate making his feelings known to the assistant. A little bit of activity on the Wolves bench. They are going to make another change here with a little over 11 minutes left on the clock. Sundergaard onto the head of Carty, who made a firm connection, but it couldn't be kept in play. Here comes the switch. Second change for Wolves. And Chem Campbell is going to come off here. We saw him with cramp a few minutes ago. And on in his place is Dexter Lembekisa. So Lembekisa on. He's a left back, I think, by trade. So maybe he'll just go onto that left side just to shore things up a little bit now. Newcastle now 2-0 up against Burnley. Magpies doing okay there. Birmingham 2-1 up against West Brom in the All Midlands clash. East of us here in Kidderminster. And 1-1 still between Villa and Fulham. In the other games in the second tier tonight, this Lembekisa's first year at under 23 level as well. He's already played a couple of games this campaign for the 18s. He featured 11 times for last season. Estrada. Big guy in there. Not too many will beat him in a physical battle, but I think he's clashed knees with someone. Just out of shot, feeling a little bit of pain. You can see him there hobbling along. Well, the scout who's come from Wigan tonight has seen enough. He's making an early exit down in front of us here, having made his notes on what he thinks Wolves have to offer and what threat they have. Lembekisa, Carty. Just behind Scott. Really filling the void left by Oscar Burr, who's been a regular in this position in the last few years for the 23s. Advantage didn't come there. Scott was having a bit of a pull, and he's going to be booked as well by the referee, who's marching over with his yellow card in his hand. Confirmation of that yellow card there for the Northern Irishman. Forest. Kanate drives that one in, but a big header from Lonvik. Here come Wolves. They've got three forward here, and it's an early ball which may work out. Bugarin closing in. Eddie Bugarin. Can he finish it off here for Wolves? Not quite. Good driving run though, and it was the early ball which opened up the opportunity for Wolves. Those kind of balls often take too long to arrive, but the pass was early, it was accurate. But Bugarin in the end seeing his shot deflected for a corner. It's a low one. Carty. It's always hard for him to swivel and hit that one all in one motion. 6 left here at Agborough. Forest, as I was saying, new in the league this season. They're playing their home games at nearby Alfreton, so Wolves will be due a visit there later in the campaign. Always known for its good surface at Alfreton. They couldn't really ask for a better surface here at Kidderminster either. Plenty of the Wolves ground staff helping out here on match days. Over the top, Sanders onside. Well away by Marquez. Hammond. Kanate. Well, they're driven there into his teammate. Lembikisa. Richards. Still running. He's been up and down that wing all evening. Oh, that's nice. Lembikisa. Breaks down in the end, and Wolves have to get bodies back in behind here. Kanate, though, dispossessed. Late challenge. Cundall does well to get to the ball first, and he wasn't hurt there. Carty was never going to reach that. Baba Fernandez. He's one of the older players in this group for Nottingham Forest. Play goes, it's a Wolverhampton Wanderers throw. Just need to try and close this game out now. Is there another change coming? It looks as though there might be. Wolves just got to dig in. If you can't go and add to your scoreline, make sure you don't concede at the other end. It's been a second half of a few good chances overall. In fact, there's only been one shot on target between the sides, and that was for Wolves. According to the official stats, Forest haven't had a shot of any kind in the second half. Overall, Wolves have just edged possession. 53-47. They've had 10 attempts in the game, 5 on target, 5 corners to Forest's 4 as well. Carty. Was he held there? Looks towards the referee, who tells him to get to his feet, and the striker disappointed. Wolves do well to recover. Well, keep that one in. It gives Wolves the opportunity to make their change. 12-4-2 by the looks of things, so that would signal the end for Rafa Naya, and Justin Hubner will come on. So Hubner comes on. Feature once for the under-23s last season, but mainly with the 18s. He's only 17 years old as well. Hubner from the Netherlands. Signed him from Den Bosch back in February last year. He's a left-sided centre-back. He's previously on the books of the likes of Willem II and Brabant United during his youth career. Signed him just a month after taking Nigel Lonwijk from PSV Eindhoven. The market that Wolves like to deal in. And a bit of pushing and shoving here. Richards getting involved and Carty fighting his cause as well. And the referee trying to take control over there in the corner. It is a Forest ball, but will there be any punishments? Well, the yellow card is out here. Carty being called in. Richards being called in. 5 minutes added time. Carty in the book. Talking to for Richards as well. So the Wolves number 9 is cautioned. And a booking as well for Lewis Richards there. So 2 Wolves players booked in the end by the referee Aaron Jackson, who's a relative youngster himself, only 31 years old. Learning his trade like plenty of these players. Five minutes, by the way, of added time have been added on. Probably around 5 minutes from now after that stoppage over in the corner. Wolves almost there. Looks like Harry Birtwistle is going to win it. Hammond. Wolves nearly over the finishing line. Carty. Lembikisa. Ball over the top, which nearly caused Forest problems, but Carty eased off it by Richardson. As things stand, Wolves are going to do the double of sorts over Forest this week, beating the first team and under-23s, even if there has been some overlap in personnel.
This evening's match attendance was 303, that's 303. Thank you for your support.
303 the attendance here at Agbra tonight. Just worth emphasising once again, if you are a Wolves season ticket holder, you can come down and get in for free here. And if you're not, the prices really aren't too high at all. If you fancy a bit of under-23 football, most of the games are on Monday and Friday nights. Almost always a 7 o'clock start. Bogarin leaves it there. He thought Estrada was going on. Right, it's not looking comfortable on his left. Bogarin sliding in, didn't make contact though. Scott, not afraid to race forwards, was tackled. One of the last chances now for Nottingham Forest. And there's a gap opening up here. Larson. Larson couldn't get that crossover. Kundal. Someone's got to keep that in. And Scott has to put it out. Nervy last moments for Wolves. Richardson. Driving run there from the right back, but it ends in nothing for Nottingham Forest. And that might just be about enough for Wolves, who have around probably about 90 seconds to see out here now. Sondergaard taking all the time that he can within the referee's limits. Scott, who's been really good tonight for Wolves. Carty. Just trying to hold on to possession, carry Wolves down the field. Cundall loses it, but it's Forest who are on the verge of losing this one. Finding his way into the stand there in the end was Lewis Salmon, who's been quick and lively since coming on. But in the end, it's not going to be any help to Forest. We are in overtime, in added time. It's now at the referee's discretion. Carty. Strada with a big head on that. There cannot be long left. 5 minutes were added. I think we had about a minute stoppage in the corner. And that's it. 2 wins out of 2 at home for Wolves, both by a single goal. And the goal tonight came a long time ago. Harry Birtwistle, with the only goal of the game from close range after 15 minutes, has won it for Wolves, who bounced back from defeat with that changed team at Reading earlier this week, with a victory here back on their home patch. Some tired legs there towards the end for Wolves. It wasn't a classic second half, but they managed to keep this Nottingham Forest side at bay. Wolves so far this season make it 2 wins out of 3 in Premier League 2, Division 2, as they move on to 6 points, just a point off the top. Of course, early stages, so long to go in this campaign, and I think James Collins will be happy enough with what he has seen so far this campaign, and certainly positive signs moving forward for Wolves. The full-time score here at Agbra tonight, it has finished Wolves under-23s 1, Nottingham Forest 0. This team will be back next week for the Papa John's Trophy up at Wigan.